will sharks ever stop surprising us? These powerful killing machines have become the most fascinating and mysterious animals in the ocean. Their different species and habitats make them intriguing beings that emerge from the depths only to violently tear their victims apart. When it comes to selecting their prey, sharks aren't picky. For them, all foods are equally appetizing, and the following stories will show you that this isn't a myth. Come with us at this time and witness the 7 most incredible things a shark has managed to swallow. Number 7. A teacher. How many unprovoked shark attacks would you say that have been recorded in the last 400 years? 10,000? 50,000? 100,000? As surprising as it may seem to you, none of those numbers are correct. In fact, the number is much, much, much lower. It all comes down to 2,866 attacks. That's not a joke. This is the number kept by the International Shark Attack Files, one of the oldest databases of unprovoked attacks worldwide. However, out of all the places on the planet, the epicenter of these attacks is concentrated on the coasts of a single country. Can you guess? It's Australia, the deadliest place in the world when talking about sharks. Here, the attacks are countless, but one of the most violent cases in history was recorded in 2014. The protagonist was Sam Kellett, a young 28-year-old teacher who was spearfishing with his friends in the waters of Edinburgh when a huge 4-meter-long shark surprised them. The group tried to escape, but Sam was the slowest to react. He wasn't fast enough, and when the sea beast caught up with him, it left absolutely nothing of him. This isn't an exaggeration. All the witnesses say the same thing. The shark completely swallowed Sam Kellett, from his feet to his head, in a single bite and without anyone being able to prevent it. Number 6. Companion dogs. It's no joke when they say that the coasts of Australia are deadly. All kinds of shark-crushed corpses can be found on the shores of its beaches. However, this not only applies to human beings but also to animals as cute as dogs. According to the book Shark Attack, all kinds of grotesque events have been seen along these shores, and one of the most horrifying has to do with the dismemberment of a bulldog. According to the author of the book, Victor Coppelson, the heads of these animals have been found on the coast, as well as the front legs, stomachs, and collars of the beloved pets that bathers bring to the beach only to meet a tragic end. No one knows how sharks manage to catch these poor animals that are usually wandering really close to the shore, but they do. Somehow they drag them into the depths of the sea and devour their bodies until they spit out the bones which, sadly, are dragged back to the shore. Number 5. Cows. If we think that the cows are an incredible and appetizing source of food, sharks don't seem to be much different. Of course, it may initially seem strange that a cow would get close enough to the ocean to be a victim of sharks' powerful jaws. However, these things happen, and in 2016, a surveillance camera managed to capture that fateful end of a cow. It happened in the Indian Ocean, near one of the main rivers in the area. The cow was peacefully grazing when a tiger shark emerged from the waters, its jaw wide open and sharp teeth ready to penetrate the flesh and drag the cow into the deep sea in a chilling spectacle. Number 4. Crocodiles. Usually, the most common when it comes to sea fights is for crocodiles to defeat sharks. These amazing animals have a terrifying prowess that can cut down any enemy almost instantly. However, tiger sharks are no easy prey. In fact, they can become great predators of crocodiles. At least, this is what a 2013 research at St. Lucia Beach in South Africa has shown. Locals have managed to capture numerous audiovisual materials showing the struggle of these titans of the rivers and seas. One of the most terrifying videos shows the dismembered head of a crocodile washing up on the shores of the beach. At other times, what is washed up by the tide is nothing more than the legs or a piece of the tail of this creature. Of course, this isn't limited to small reports or occasional sightings. Tiger sharks are becoming great predators of crocodiles, and their fury and appetite don't seem to fear these powerful beasts. Number 3. Polar bears. How is it possible for a shark to take on a polar bear? This question invaded the research tables of numerous scientists in 2008, when a team of specialists found a shark off the coast of Greenland that had numerous unusual scars. According to reports, there had been an increase in the number of harbor seal deaths in recent years, and no one seemed to have an explanation. However, that shark provided some clues as to what had happened. Upon dissecting it, the researchers came across something truly unexpected. The creature's stomach contained the remains of polar bears and harbor seals. Was this shark really invading the polar bear hunting grounds? Had it killed these polar beasts? Are the feeding habits of this shark species changing? Faced with these questions, all the answers seem to coincide on the same point. Sharks are invading territories they hadn't visited before. Number 2. Venomous snakes. If there's one universal law in the animal kingdom, is that no one wants to get close to snakes. Not only because of the characteristic danger of their venom, but also because they don't offer much when they become food. In fact, hunting them is more of a risk than a reward, but when animals are starving, nothing can stop them. This is what the sharks of Western Australia have demonstrated. According to the most recent reports, the bay has seen a decline of the venomous sea snake population in recent years. After several investigations, it was discovered that the main culprits were the 6 species of sharks that inhabit the coasts of the country. Curiously, the traditional food of these sharks hasn't changed. They seem to have found a new source of protein in snakes, and they aren't willing to give it up. Number 1. Sharks. Sharks are cannibals. This is something that most people forget when they think of these creatures, which is why they are soon surprised to discover that sharks can eat each other without hesitating. In fact, species like the tiger shark feeds mainly on other small sharks. This is part of their day-to-day life, and it gives rise to such surprising news as the one recorded in 2016. That year, people captured on video the attack of a 2.2-meter tiger shark that was devouring a hound shark at the Coex Aquarium in South Korea. In the video, the tiger shark opens its jaw and almost completely swallows its prey. Only the tip of the tail is seen, writhing desperately, trying to escape, but to no avail. When the powerful teeth of this creature crush their victim's flesh, there's no escape. The video was posted on social networks and has surprised most internet users, who seem to forget the elementary cannibalism of sharks. Of course, this isn't the first time something similar has happened, but the images are so impressive that it's impossible not to feel panic and terror when watching them. Zero Zone. Although it is not frequent to see horses in our day-to-day life, this animal is very important for horse racing lovers. Their trainers give them all kinds of care and try to offer them a life that any human could envy. However, sometimes unexpected things happen. Such was the case of a 500-kilogram racehorse that was in the Brisbane River near his team on a routine ride. There was no danger and nothing to fear. At least, that's what everyone thought until something emerged from the water. It was a river shark of at least 3 meters. Its target was clear, and from the first moment it pounced on it. Everything happened in fast motion. The jaws closed around the horse's thorax, with its front legs inside the shark's mouth, and in less than 3 seconds, the horse was ripped to shreds in front of everyone. The team was stunned by the event. They couldn't respond and nothing could be done. The shark attacked and left without a trace. It was a ferocious, lethal, and precise attack, like all those executed by these titans of the ocean. It seems that no one can stop these powerful creatures. They are the kings of the sea, and very few creatures have managed to oppose their attacks throughout history. However, if you want to meet the beasts that have come to terrorize sharks, or even turn them into simple defenseless fish, waiting to be devoured by their predators, then you'd better check out the following videos and get ready to discover that the sea used to have much more dangerous creatures than sharks, and perhaps some of them are still waiting for us in the depths.